Hey guys, Jess from Knockout Print Shop, and today I have for you a how-to/review. So I am going to kind of review/show you how I use the content planner, but also how I kind of content plan in my current regular planner, which I've been using, the Makse Life, in particular the horizontal, but this can be, whatever I'm going to share will definitely be applicable to any monthly, weekly planner. And again, I wanted to dive into the content planner. So let me start off by talking about content planning, how I approach it, and the tools that I use and what I think is and isn't effective in my situation. So this is my first year with the actual tool, the content planner. And I'm going to start off by saying I use this intermittently. I think it's a fantastic product and probably really even better if you use it consistently, but I don't use it consistently. In the past, 2019 and prior, my content planning simply was a matter of me filming my videos and posting them, and sometimes I would do some prep work as far as like coming up with ideas for the month, batch filming, and then sometimes noting that in my month view. I believe that's how I did it last year. Also, I never until this year really planned out my social media posts for Facebook and Instagram for my business, for Knockout Print Shop. Honestly, even for my personal Jessica Lewis stuff. So what I typically had done was just put product pictures, sometimes tips and things like that on Instagram. And my Instagram is linked to my Facebook, so I do not separate content that is posted on those two platforms. So I use Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I don't use Pinterest, I don't use Twitter, and I don't use LinkedIn for Knockout Print Shop. So the content that I'm creating is video content and Instagram posts that's then also connect to Facebook. So the Instagram and the Facebook posts are the same. And I also write an accompanying blog post on our website, Knockout Print Shop, that is related to the video that's going up that week. So that's kind of what I do. So my process now is to loosely use the content planner, also use my planner, regular planner, which is Makse, and let me show you how it works. So basically what happens is the only, again, content that I plan ahead of time is my weekly YouTube videos. So essentially what I do is I sit down and I come up with some ideas of video topics that I want to do for that month, and I write them on little post-it notes. And this will be a rough idea, and I do it on post-it notes so I can move it around. Lately, I've been doing that in my Makse, but in the past I have done it in the content planner. And this just gives me an idea of the topics that I want to film. And then that way, when it's on the post-it notes, I can change the order of it, after they're filmed, whatever. But this just gives me some ideas. Then I also usually take a piece of just scrap paper. I write down, okay, these are probably the dates that I'm going to do. I write down the topic, and then sometimes I'll write down notes that are relative to that topic in case I'm making the video, and I can look up at this and be like, oh yeah, don't forget to talk about that. But this is just kind of, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I make it and I don't even refer to it, but it's just to give me a little bit of an outline or jot down some ideas. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll get these topics down, and then before the month, about a week or so before the new month, is I will sit down and spend a few hours filming all of these videos. This is a big undertaking because it does take a few hours, but it definitely then the subsequent weeks reduces my workload a ton because I'm not thinking of new content. Don't have to produce new content, and I can go in then after I film all these, batch film them, I can begin editing them, creating thumbnails, doing all of that. So that is how I do my YouTube content. From there, after I film the video, edit the video, we take a picture for the thumbnail. I edit that in Adobe Photos, Illustrator, I can't remember. And then I write a very, very short blog post that will go on the blog at knockoutprintshop.com. That way I can drive you guys that are interested, that are on our mailing list, to our website, and from there you can watch the video. And the tiny little blog post that's usually about a paragraph or so will then give those that aren't sure if they want to watch the video a little bit of a bullet point about what the video is about. And obviously having a ever-growing blog on your website helps with SEO. So that is my process for video content, blog content, and then from there I put that into an email that I use the system, the platform Klaviyo. I used to use MailChimp, but now I use Klaviyo. And from there I will make an email that goes out every Monday that will then give a blurb about the content, the video, send you to the blog post, and then from there you can watch the blog, you can watch the video on our website, or you can head over to YouTube and watch it there. That is how some people find out about our videos. Some people find out about our videos via an Instagram post related to the video, and some people are just subscribed to our YouTube channel and are watching the videos from there. So most content planning for me is around the video content because that takes the most time. So it's video / blog because they're basically the same thing for me. I don't write blog posts that are not related to a video. Okay. When it comes to our social media outside of YouTube, I am loosely planning our Instagram and our Facebook posts. And that's where the content planner comes in. Now you can see by these little tabs here that I have not done this consistently throughout the year. This planner has enough monthly views for 18 months, and I've used it January, February, March, June, and August. So I have not done this consistently. I go in waves of kind of just posting whatever our products are and just kind of doing my Instagram posts based on products. And then I have times where I try to be more thoughtful about it and strategic and posting, planning out our Instagram posts, which then subsequently, like I said, are our Facebook posts. Being an e-commerce business primarily, I've seen that organic posting is not hugely beneficial for return on investment, but it does help us stay connected to our customer base. You guys share products, share information, tips, and build our product, our kind of community. So that's that. So let me explain to you currently what I'm doing with social using the content planner as far as outside of YouTube and all that. So the content planner is a planner that is literally about planning content. It is a fantastic product. I think, again, some people, if you really want to dive into your content and have a dedicated planner to your content planning, this is a fabulous tool. You can see this is a very interesting size. It is I believe an 8.5/11, but turned landscape. So it's very different than your traditional 7x9 planner you'll see with, Inkwell, Makse, Erin Condren. It's not even a half letter, so it's a different size, but it's actually a very useful size. Quality is great. Here's your chipboard cover. You got your little end cover doodads, and it comes with a ton of these free little stickers that fit into the line space on the month view. You customize it using whatever months you want. So this is an undated planner, which I think is fantastic because I don't plan on buying this again, so I can continue to use it. I'm not buying it because I don't think it's a great product. I'm just not using it and don't need a new one yet. So I like the idea that I'm not stuck to going, oh shoot, now I have to buy a new one, even though I didn't really get use out of the old one because it's undated. Okay, I know I've done a review of this planner, so I don't want to go into too much depth, but she's got a lot of instructional things on here, like themes and keeping things on your radar, monthly stuff. She's got different marketing dates on here. In the past, you could see I was doing this a little bit more and trying to highlight some of the dates and hashtags that might be relevant to our business. Holidays for US, Canada, Australia. She's got this big at a glance calendar by quarter, so you can kind of note in there different things, milestones, events, launches you want to focus on. I've kind of used this, not really. I swear I put these in probably back in January. I've not used this a lot, but this is a good way to get a big glance. Then you get into your months, which you can again add the tabs and the date or the month tag and make it that month. And then she's got a spot on here for you to kind of list ideas, goals, hashtags. Her social media and everything goes over all of this in depth, but let me show you how I use it. So let's flip to August. So I put my little tab doodad on here, put my month marker here. I did not use this. I really probably could have and went in and put down some video ideas. Looks like I actually started to do that for September, but I did not do that for August. But what I am doing is trying to help myself streamline and strategize my content by kind of coming up with a concept or a theme or a type of post to post each day for Instagram / Facebook. So on Monday is going to be a quote, some kind of motivational quote on Instagram/Facebook, as well as that is when my YouTube videos go up. Tuesday, I'm kind of calling Tip Tuesday, where I'm posting something on Instagram along with a little bit of caption on a tip on using the product or planning, things like that. On Wednesday, the picture on Instagram is related to the video that went up on Monday, so that's what goes up on Wednesday. And Thursday is just kind of a traditional product feature or product post. Friday is typically a new release. What's hot, like what's the most best-selling, like a featured, so it's a more best-selling featured new release kind of post. Saturday's a traditional product post, and then Sunday I've been posting some kind of post related to my planner spreads and how I'm using them. So this is just kind of helping me think about posts and what kinds I'm doing every day. So basically what I did is I actually went in and used our date dots that we made for Makse Life and put those in there, so that looks nice there, those fit good. And then I used the little email or the envelope icon to note when emails are going out. We schedule emails on Monday and Friday to go out to our mailing list. The Monday one is content-based, that's related to the video/blog post for that day. Friday is product-based. It can be a new release, a sale, a bestsellers, our monthly coupon for mailing list. So that's what Friday is. So that's why you'll see those ones on there. The little Instagram icon goes down, and I will put on here what I plan to post that day. The little exclamation point I use to note when the new releases are coming out for that month. I use the YouTube icon to note the, the video that's going out that day. And then what else is on here? I'll use the little star icon with a line to note when we're having some kind of sale. And that is pretty much it. She does have this part for weekly goals and then your weekly wins. I've not consistently used that, and then kind of like a theme and stuff like that. I've not used all of this. I'm just using it as a calendar, like kind of an editorial calendar posting schedule. So this does to some degree help me at least know what I'm posting and all of that. From here, I go into the platform we use, which is later.com. And I upload all our images and I schedule all the posts. And that's how that works, so that I'm not posting on social media daily. I do this a week, 2 weeks, sometimes a month in advance, so I don't have to be on social media as much. I do check it basically daily to respond to comments and messages. But for the most part, or I'll be posting the post that we put up and sharing it on a story, but I'm not using organic social. That way I'm not on it a ton. I don't like to be on social media a lot. This kind of takes me one step away from it, and lets me be more strategic and efficient with my time. So I'm somewhat using this. I intermittently use it. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the past 9 months I've used it ish. You know, you could see I go through periods where I use it and I don't, but the same principles on what icons I'm using and stuff like that. So the problem for me has always been with any kind of topic or area specific planners, whether it's like a goal planner, a content planner, a fitness planner, I struggle to have multiple planners. I don't tend to reach for another planner for something. It makes things feel like I have more things to manage. So I like this, but unfortunately I don't reach for it a lot. And that's why in the past couple of months, I've actually been using just my month view and my regular planner, which right now is the Makse, to plan my content. You can see last month here in August, I did the same thing, video icon with my video topics. And I also did that in July. I don't write out with the Instagram posts and all of that stuff because again, that's just way too much stuff. So that's basically it. So after I have these post-its down, I will eventually go in and put the little video icon and write the topic, and that will live in there. And that helps me as I'm working that day. I post the video on Monday, but I need to link it to our email that goes out. So this will just remind me, okay, that's the email that goes out. So then when I have here, I'll show you an example of what this workflow looks like. So it's always like, let's see, Monday email. So I always send out the email on Monday with the content. The way Shopify's blog posting works is if I schedule a blog post to go live, I can't hyperlink it in the email because it'll give you like a preview link. So that link will be a bad link when I send out an email. So the problem is the post is scheduled to go live on Monday, but I can't schedule the email with that link. So long story short is I have to do a little bit of manual work here. So the blog post is already made. It's scheduled to go up. That has the video embedded in it. The video's live. I need to go onto our blog, copy the URL for that post, then go into Klaviyo for the email blast that's supposed to go out and link it to the, watch now button on the email. So I always have this in here, Monday email. It's on my task, send out the Monday email. All that means is that email is drafted, the video's up, the blog is up. I just need to copy that link into the email and hit send. And that's the extent of that workflow. So all of the prep work has been done. The video's been filmed, edited, thumbnails done, post is done. All of that's already done. So that's the only kind of non-automated thing I have to do because Shopify's posting and scheduled posting abilities. Okay, so that's kind of how I schedule content. The reason, a couple of reasons I don't do it all in here is because, again, that would just like muddy up this whole entire post, this whole entire calendar, and I don't find that necessary. And again, the reason I don't use this more is I don't like having to reach for two planners. So when I'm doing like a big content planning session, I'll kind of sit down and map out when I'm going to do certain things. But you can even see, today is what, the 27th, and I haven't even updated what I've put in here, and this is already scheduled out. So because I'm planning digitally too in later.com, sometimes I just am going in later and doing all of these things based on what I said. Okay, there's a quote, there's a tip, there's a this, there's a that, and I'm not putting it in here. So you can see this is not something I'm consistently using because I am using a digital platform to post as well or plan. So I don't know if that makes sense. Basically, I could be using this more. Do I think it would help my business? I don't know, because I really don't think organic social when you're an e-commerce business is necessarily, you don't necessarily get the return on investment that you put in. I think if I was doing paid posts, scheduling and all of this planning would be a lot more valuable in the industry of planners and planner stickers and kind of our e-commerce. I don't know that I need to be, I've gone through periods where I've been very, very planning and strategic with content, and then I've been through times where we just like put up pictures of products and keep it at that, and there's really no rhyme or reason to either version being helpful. Again, because organic social is not really what it used to be for e-commerce. So there's that. Okay, so that is basically how I plan content. The biggest prepping goes into video content so I can batch it all like I'm doing today as far as filming, and being strategic as far as like when different video content goes out and setting up the subsequent emails and all that to go out. Social media posting, Instagram, Facebook, all of that gets loosely planned in here, but that's pretty much it. And I always plan, again, my posts at least a week, if not more, ahead of time so that I don't have to be on Instagram as much as I used to be, thanks to platforms like later.com and publishing platforms and all of that. So long story short, do you need the content planner? If you are a content person or a business person, maybe. If you like pen and paper and you want to scratch out some rough ideas for what content's going out when, what posts are going out, all of that, I think the product itself is fantastic. It gives you big writing space. It's undated. You get these stickers. You can plan. She's got a bunch of tips and resources in the beginning. I think it could be helpful, but if you're somebody like me that struggles with having multiple planners to reach for and finding that you don't reach for something else when you're planning because you're working out of this, like your main planner, this may or may not get utilized as much as you would like, or as you think it would. If you're good at grabbing for different planners for different areas of life, I think it could be great if that's something that you need. But for me, I like kind of everything to live in here, or whatever planner that I'm using at the time. So that is my content planning. Let me know if you guys have questions. If you like the content planner or you're interested in it, I believe I have a link in the description. The 2021 version is coming out soon. Basically what she does every year is offers 1 or 2 different color combinations. Because it's undated, that part stays the same, the guts of it. But great resource, great tool. Check out the content planner on Instagram. Tons of different advice and stuff on planning. She's got a great social media platform there. But hopefully that's helpful. If you're a content planner or somebody that needs to plan your content, let me know how you do it. Do you have questions about how I do it? Did you find this helpful? Let me know that. And that's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.